Hey gang, Game Face here, and well, we all know what time it is, don't we? It's it's time for to check out that spooky pack. Hey Nathan, hey Hein, and Nick if you're still here. Hey. So yeah, supposedly there's a spooky pack been released. That's what I hear. I haven't really looked. So I guess we should probably go in and check it out. What we should do. So basically what we're gonna do here, in order to check out the spooky pack, we're gonna go and we're gonna start the next park. Um, we're only gonna spend a day, or you know, maybe 2 3 hours. Decide, messing with this pack and seeing what the park is. Hopefully, it doesn't go over until tomorrow. Um, but we'll see. So the first thing we want to do is start a new park. Hey Wayne. I'm thinking this time. I'm thinking deciduous. I think that would be what I would want to do. There is also the possibility of custom. Where we can actually, use a starting environment and make adjustments. But if I look, we've got two different types of steep rock. We've got ground, grass of two different textures. We've got leaves. We've got more rock, and we've got grass. Hey, zombies! We're getting ready to check out that new DLC. So that's probably fine. The only thing is, I think what I want to do is I'd want to swap one of these out with. Well, let's think of what we're building first. Do I do Halloween? Um, not really. I don't. But we do Halloween. People do Halloween. Nobody comes to my door, so my door's in a weird place, and people don't think to go there. So, I bought chocolates when I first moved here for the first 2 years, and nobody showed up, and I had to eat all that chocolate myself. It was a damn shame, I tell you. It was a damn shame. So, um, think what we want to build here. So the idea. Oh, and again, maybe the better bet is something like this, or a mix of both. Because what we want to build in the long run is a. So we've talked about a crater um from something, a crater. We've talked about a crater. We've talked about a sort of a ghost town, a western ghost town. Um, we've talked about some things like that. And my thought today was, as I was, you know, not doing anything, was what would happen if I tried to do all those? There was a ghost town. There was a town in the crater, and it's now a ghost town, and that's that. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's what's going on. So, um, I think maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here. Yeah, see, I don't. Okay, I'm going to start here. I'm going to swap with detail. I'm going to swap with that. And then I'm also going to swap with that. So now we'll have some red rock style stuff if we want, and we'll have some regular ground, green grass if we want as well. So it'll be like a weird mix. I'm going to see how this goes. Um, I think we can even change the mid park. but I don't know. I don't know. So, what are we gonna call this? I'm just gonna call it Spooky Town. That's what we're calling it. Welcome to Spooky Town. Spooky Town Park. I don't know. It's gonna be one ride, so it's 12 p.m. Okay, so yeah, there's gonna be a spooky forest. There's definitely gonna be a spooky forest. I just want to, I'm afraid to do this. I really am. I almost think maybe I should go in and change that one back. Maybe I should reset that. Yeah, let's reset that and just change this one. I did. I did. I was at work. Okay, so you know what? I'm not going to change anything. I'll change it after if we have to. So there we go. Decision made. Oh, shadow. Ooh, shadow. Cool. How do you do that? Wow. It's like I'm making a shadow in the actual game. It's actually my green screen. For some reason, this thing is weird when it comes to green screen. Um. So, first thing I think we need to do is fix the lighting. Let's go for 8 p.m. Okay, let's not go for 8 p.m. 8, 7, 6. There we go. Spooky. Okay, so we're doing this at a very simple level. It is probably the best way to put this. We're going to keep this really simple. It's going to be awesome, but it's going to be simple. I'm going to build a small path, a small randomly curving path. We're going to build up some hills around it. And basically, it's going to lead up to a house on the top of a hill. You're going to have to walk through that house in order to get, that's going to be the entryway. And then it's going to wind down the side around the hill to get down into the town. And there'll be a small town. And then we'll have like a crater. Not a huge crater. It's not going to take up the whole map because again, we're going to be doing this as in a limited scope. It's going to be smaller, like the pirate island, smaller than the pirate island. And then we'll build up like on one side of the thing we'll have a mine. On the other side we'll have some forest and stuff like that. But what I want to play with today is basically building the hill, creating the path that winds up the hill, and the house that sits on top of it. And we're going to see what pieces we have to build this. And let's just build a hill and start this thing out. Because, unless we do that. Yeah, I can't believe it was so late in the UK. Lions, tigers, and bears. What? Now I'm confused. I'm looking at the spooky pack. So should we just review the spooky pack first before we? Where's the spooky pack? Where's the spooky? Okay, night, Nathan. So where's the spooky pack? Oh. Spool. Spool. I'm kidding. Spooky thorns, spooky tree. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff spooky. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. So yeah, let's look what our parts are. So like right off right from the beginning, maybe we'll put a little light on this for now. That's not gonna work. There's burial mounds. What can we do with burial mounds? Not much. Not much at all. You can put fences around them. Oh, there's fences. We also have fences. So we can like build a little burial fence. Fenced in burial mound. We could do that. It's not what we're going for though. Yeah, so we have burial mounds. Oh, it looks like a pile of coal. So along with the burial mound, we also have open graves. Which, you know, yay! Like, it's not actually open. There's just like a black hole in the middle of it. Ha 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 ha. So, you know, there we go. That's a thing we could build. We're not going to, but that is a thing we could build. So, basically, we got a lot of destroyed castle parts, which is nice. You know, this is just like randomly placed castle pieces. I notice also that it's the same coloration mechanism as the castle pieces, so you can easily color things. Same with these. You can do the same thing. I don't know why that did that. I don't know. So yeah, you can make them all match. I shouldn't have made the dirt blue. Blue dirt just doesn't seem right. You can have brown dirt. You can have, you know. I noticed though the color of the dirt is the same color as the side of the pieces. This uses one of the colors of the side as well. Same thing, first color. So if we were to do that, you know, you'd see same type of coloration on the broken blocks. That's awesome. That's something I've wanted all along, was broken pieces of houses and stuff like that. So we got a whole bunch of fences too. So like spooky fences galore. We got a standard picket fence, which is kind of cool. There's wooden fencing, so larger pieces like that. You know, that's kind of useful. I could see. I already know. Like as these things are coming out and I'm seeing these things, though I did see them in the video. I'm getting more and more ideas as to what I can do here. So you know, there's more fences and more fences. We've got small fences. You know, there's the 2 and the 4 meter pieces for the you know, graveyard fences, I guess you'd call them. Iron fences. Again, same thing here. Oh, and here of course is the 2 meter of that, and we got a 4 meter of that. There's just tons of stuff. I could really see, you know, where before, you know, I could see myself building. Well, you know, the whole haunted mansion could have used a lot of these pieces. Let's see though what we can do here. So this is colorable, so I can change this to any color I want. That's good. That's really good. Same thing with this. Those are the same. Picket fences, awesome. Also colorable. So again, we can, make them look as though they haven't been painted in 40 years, and we can do that. So that's really good. The iron fencing 1, iron fencing 2, and iron fencing crypt fence. Crypt fence. I like that. Crypt fence it is. So yeah, that's gonna come in really, really useful. We can't change the color of the iron fencing though. It's just wrought iron. So that's all gonna be black. What else do we have? There's new beams and new pieces of wood. They've got new, look at these things. They're like monster sized. They're monster sized? Monster sized? They're bigger. They're bigger now. Oh, come on. So I think that's it's larger than the one we have. Not larger in whoa, yeah, larger as in bigger. So not only do we have this, but we have a 4 meter. Oh, come on. Really gonna make it this difficult, Planet Coaster? I noticed they didn't change any of the way the UI works, even when it's broken. And we have also an 8 meter, which is awesome. And to go along with all these, of course, we have a plank, and that's 1, 2, and 4 meter planks. So is that like, you know what I mean? Is that like matching plank for the other planks? Let's have a look. Let's know these things. We're not going to get anything built here. We know we're not getting anything built. We're just going to get stuff like put down, and we're just going to figure out what everything is. So is there anything, is this any different? Whoa, I don't even know where things are anymore. They are different. They're 4 meter planks are shorter than 4 meters. But we can change the color of them. Is there a mask on it so that it change? Oh, really? Okay, fine. Is there a mask on it? Which means just changing the color. Yeah, there's a different mask on it too. So matching it to another color of something else might be a little different. The mask could be on this that's making this darker. So we got some more pieces of wood to build stuff out of, but that's awesome. Those are going to come in really useful. What else? What else do we got here? There's pumpkin light, string light, lights. Pumpkin lights, jack-o'-lantern lights. And there's jack-o'-lanterns. We can change the color of them, of the light coming from them. And you can also change the jack-o'-lantern. So you could have like purple jack-o'-lantern with green lights. I can do the same with this. Again, I've got purple jack-o'-lanterns with green lights coming out of it. That's pretty cool. I didn't think that would be that easy. I thought there would be problems making, I thought I wouldn't be able to change them from orange, is basically what I thought. But that's, maybe not as useful, because who's going to have purple? That's just crazy. But it's crazy good. It's crazy good. So what else we got here? We have colorable fire. So there's green fire. There's green fire versus orange fire with a little tinge of green. So one of them seems to be the backlighting. So we have colorable fire. That's crazy. We also have, to go with our colorable fire, we have a colorable mist. So we can have a green mist. Just sort of covers the whole area. And it's not like it's just, if you got a large mist area, it's covering a larger area. That is pretty cool. That's going to be very useful. Very useful. Then again, that comes in different sizes and can be different colors. You can have that red mist, that purple mist. The other thing that I noticed that we have, the other neat toy I noticed in one of the videos, was slime. Oh, okay. Sure. We have slime that we can drip. Ectoplasm. And of course you can change the color of the slime, so you can have green slime and you can have purple slime. And I think you got small slime and you got radioactive slime. I don't know what difference that makes. Can I have some radioactive slime, game? Colorable slime radioactive. What, do people die when they come near it? Like, I'm confused. Yeah, actually, that's what this whole thing is going to open up, is like a path, a cobblestone path to a mansion. And on the other side of the hill, when you come down it, there's going to be a ghost town with a crater. And yeah, it'll be interesting what we come up with here. So I don't know what the difference between normal mist and radioactive mist is. Well, that was kind of cool. Did it just rain? So, or not normal mist and radioactive mist. Oh, I get it. I know what the difference is. This is the difference. Radioactive glows. There's growing radioactive slime. Purple, orange radioactive slime. So that's the difference. One of them glows at night. Thanks to Muncha. So that's kind of neat. Radioactive goo will definitely come in handy in the world we're about to build. What else we got here? Colorable smoke. So that's kind of cool. You can call in a vertibird. Sorry, too much Fallout. And we've got small, medium, and large colorable smoke. So now we can have like black smoke pouring out of things. Where did that go? Oh well. That's kind of cool. Yes. If you color the slime red, you can make it look like dripping blood. If you color it green, you can make it look like slimy, glowy blood. You can also have glowing red blood. Can you color it black? What does black glowing slime look like? That's what black... You could have it black, just to like tar dripping. Cool. I like this. We're gonna do awesome stuff with this. Okay. Now, the other thing we got is this. This is a lightning strike. So if that was a telephone pole, lightning's gonna strike it. See what I mean? That was a large lightning strike. And now we have this, which is a large lightning strike. Their timing's off. We gotta get their timing right. Come on. I should actually turn the volume back up, because I had the volume turned off. Oh, yeah. And I should click OK after I turn it up, because otherwise it doesn't do anything. So, that's kind of cool. Now what we need to go along with this... Oh, that's good. That's good. That's awesome. I just need to put it down here. What? What? Okay. Well, that's a bit disappointing, I would say. Rain and rain clouds. Okay, so we got rain. Here's rain. And here's rain clouds. I don't know where the rain clouds are. Do I have to have the rain clouds up here? Oh, okay. Oh, the clouds come and go. They only last... and all this stuff, I'm guessing, is totally triggerable. All this is triggerable. Awesome. Yeah, so with the thunder sounds, the lightning, we can definitely make some huge improvements to the haunted house. That's wicked. That's wicked. It got a little like storm going on down here. The universe is gonna collapse on itself any minute now. Okay, so where are we here? Where are we here? Spiders. Okay. Okay. So we've got spiders. Would we need like a wall or something for spiders to climb up? Let's find a wall. Oh, maybe they're not climbing. Maybe they're going up webs. But that looks pretty cool anyway. I don't know how much I'd use it. Very, very small detail. But you never know. Yeah, see, the clouds seem to be continuous at this point now. First it didn't seem to be doing that. Okay, whatever. You know what? Before it drives me insane, because it will eventually drive me insane. So it's when you get in the cloud you don't see it, but when you're outside of the cloud you do. So don't put the clouds on the ground. That would be the best bet. Okay, there we go. Lightning should stop. But the rain will continue. That's awesome. We've needed rain in this game for a long time. So we got some spooky animatronics too. Now, does this bat have a gun on him? That's the question. That's the only question I have. Does this bat have a gun on him? That's kind of cool. Maybe he'll eat the spiders. Okay, so we got that. Now we've also got a hanging bat. Which is also cool. Doesn't look like he's wrapped in his own wings, though. It looks like he's wrapped in a black plastic bag. But whatever. That's kind of cool. I like that. So we've got a crow. And another crow. Cool. I can't, yeah, there's... Whoa! Awesome! It's like a whole murder of crows. For some reason, that's what we call a bunch of crows. Surprised they haven't killed that bat. But yes, we've got a whole murder. We've also got like giant larvae, which are like larger than crows. Of different sizes. So, that's kind of gross. Bats and birds need to be black, and the larvae, whatever. You can't change colors on those. Okay, we got a shadow person. Okay. So this is for like haunted house rides. Obviously. That's pretty cool. That could be scary. If you're not expecting it. Ah! And then there's this. Radioactive larva. Yes. And they can't be maggot larvae, because I know for a fact that maggots are smaller than birds. It's a thing. It's a thing that happens. We also have cool, awesome spiders. So anybody who's freaked out about spiders, check out these. They jump. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. And then there's little... Oh! Cool. He's caught in the rain. So you get climbing spiders too, who are climbing a web. That's awesome. Those will be cool, dropping down in a house with people walking through it. Oh, this is gonna be just so sweet. And then you've got this spider here too, which is what? Just sort of creeping around and looking around. Aren't you cute? Oh, I get it now. It's all in a building. I don't want it all in a building. Okay. There we go. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, just the path up to the entrance is gonna be just wicked. Okay, so there we go. We got a bunch of animatronics. Now, the weird thing is we also have crazy things like armchairs, bookshelves, books, etc. So, armchairs. We got a couch, or what would you call it? You wouldn't call it. It's a lounge chair. We've also got Spooky Bin. There's no horrible blue boxes underneath them. Yes. Yes. We could use... I'm not going to use any of this in the pirate thing, though. I'm going to save all this for the next build. And the reason being is because I feel as though the pirate thing would become a little more inaccessible than it should be. Okay, so this book doesn't actually do anything. Here's a book that just sits there. We need a table. Where's the table? I don't know. I don't have a table. There's no table. Here, we'll use this piece of wood. Here's a table. Beautiful table. It's the first thing I created in this DLC was a table. So let's put a book on the table. Book doesn't seem to do anything. These books are very boring. So we got books that we can stack. We can stack things. Okay, this thing's doing something different. Ah, there are tables. There's a spooky table. There's two spooky tables. And spooky books. Lots of spooky books. That's awesome. So, we've got that. We've got this one, which flies around. Disney, eat your heart out. We also have shelves with no books in them. No books. We can put our own books in these shelves. We also have like small shelves, also with no books. And then we have books. You can put in shelves. This is sweet. This is gonna be so awesome. Don't put that candle on that shelf. The books will catch on fire. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think the books on the table look kind of stupid. Once we get them all, like, there's no filled bookcase, is there? No, so we're just gonna have to create a couple buildings and just have a different assortment of books in each filled bookcase. Oh, we got a grandfather clock. Can't change the color of that though. Can we change the color of the bookcases? No, we can't change the color of the bookcases. That's too bad. That's too bad. We also have cobwebs. That's awesome. Whoa. It's kind of weird though, isn't it? could definitely see that coming in useful inside a building. But yeah, cobwebs are cool. What else do we have? More cobwebs. So we've got like corner ones. We've got ones that make archways. Like here's an archway cobweb. It's upside down. There's an upside down archway cobweb. Here's a right way up archway cobweb. Actually, it's a cobweb lying down on the ground. So yeah, that looks awesome. Yeah, when they were riding the ride through the middle of them, in the and all the books were flying out. That was pretty cool. You know, you could definitely see how that would be awesome. You could see how the haunted house that I built would be like there wouldn't have been pirates in it. That alchemist room would have been properly populated. A lot of it would have been a lot different than what it ended up being. And I'm hoping to make that up in the as I build this next thing. We also have a bunch of cool new vines. So we've got just generic vines. We've got vines that you can wrap around stuff. There's vines you can actually even wrap around poles, like uprights from, you know, these are too big, but you know, you could wrap it around supports for a coaster. I don't know why my words have gone. My words are broken. And again, more vines. This is just way too much. I think I'm gonna lose my mind. So those are cool. You can't change the color though. There might be other vines, spooky green vines might be able to be color changed. We've got a telephone who doesn't seem to respect me that I'm doing something. It's all busy and beepy. Come on. You can turn yourself off. I know you can. I've done it before. We got chairs. So this table here has matching chairs. I think this is not a coffee table. It might be. I don't know. I'm not a furniture expert. I'm not a furniture expert at all. Spooky fireplaces. Oh, that's awesome. We can like stack some books on the top of that. Just put it behind the couch. Oh, this house we're going to walk through. A lot of this new park that I'm planning on building is... Oh, look. Fireplace logs. And they're spooky. They're not just fireplace logs, they're spooky fireplace logs. That's awesome. Pigeons need tables too. This is what? This is a header for the fireplace? It is. This is where this goes. If you want. If not, you can put it anywhere you want, really. There's no real rules. You could use it for the outside of a house. You can make a mantle. You could, like... I don't want that. That's an ugly mantle, and decide that you want a stone mantle. You know, these are things you could do. Nobody's gonna mind. Okay, so we've got fireplaces. Oh, yes. And look at this. We've got flappy curtains. We've got multiple designs of flappy curtains. But they can't work together. They will not work together. It's too bad. You can't have like these are almost like you know, the curtains you have behind curtains that you can see through, shears. I know, they're almost like that. But yes, you can have flappy curtains. Then of course, you know what's really awesome? Do I have videos for that? No, I don't. I wish I did. I should have come to this more prepared, but I didn't know what to prepare for. I guess I did know to prepare for that. Okay, I'm just an idiot. So, what else we got here is we've got gargoyles. We got Spooky Gargoyle 1 and Spooky Gargoyle 2, his wingless cousin. Little gargoyles and little wingless gargoyles. No. None of them look very friendly. We also have things like gravestones. Again, these are all things I could have used in that haunted house so much. Gravestones. We've got a skull. We got a skull you can put on gravestones. We have a vulture. A vulture you can put on gravestones. There is also a skull already on that gravestone. There's a vulture with a... Okay, you go here. You're much more vulture-like here. So, we got some awesome things there. We have vines that are colorable. So here's like a 2-color vine, so we can have fantasy vines. You know, this stuff all doesn't need to be spooky, because vines with purple and pink are kind of fantasy. And then we have, again, all the same shape of vines. Even more. Look at all this. It's insane. It's like the vines we already have, but crazier. The other thing is, you know, these could all be turned brown. And you know, there's a dead tree. Or actually, it looks like rope. I don't know. There's some stuff that just is a thing. It really is. Or we can do something like this. Look at that. That's just crazy in itself. Wow. Crazy vines. Hey, Cliffy. So what else do we have here? We've got some cool spooky flags. I don't know why they're spooky. Let's go hang a flag on this wall here. It doesn't want to be hung on the wall. So there's that spooky flag, and there's this spooky flag. I like that one. And again, I'm guessing we can change these. Because I'll tell you, that's a lot spookier. Oh no! But if you make that spooky, like that, the eyes go away. So you need to make it, like, not that spooky. Different spooky. Dark blue spooky. No, it looks so... I don't know why that's not spooky at all. Quit doing that. Quit doing that. Okay, so we have spooky flags. We also have a spooky lamppost. How much light does a spooky lamppost give off? Is it enough to see the spiders? Can I light up a path with a spooky lamppost? I ask you this. I ask you this. Let's put a path. Oh, are there any spooky paths? There are. That's a spooky path. Now, I have the one thing that comes to mind. Is there... Yes! Finally! 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 Oh, and it's different. Oh no, it's not that different. It is different though. Okay, so I've been going on and on and on about how it would be awesome if we could have queue paths that were the same as other paths. And this is about as close as we're gonna get, it seems. Is dark gray and light gray. At different size patterns. Yeah, and the only problem here is the birds would be like feasting on the spiders. That's the problem we're having here. Reality creeps in and ruins it all for everybody. So that I love those vines. Those are going to be so awesome. You know, this is what's going to make us creepy forest so doable now. Or really, really good vines like this. Like, for instance, somehow I've stuck these in a building again. But whatever the case may be, you know, I can go in here and I can make these like dead trees. you know, like they're all gray and oh, there's gonna be so much. Yeah, there's just I'm gonna be lost. I can't believe there is so much in this pack. You know, we're hardly halfway through the list. We're not even we just made it to halfway through the list. And we have an occasional table. Which is basically an end table or a side table for a chair. And you know, we can do something crazy. I don't want that on the building. We can put a book on it. Look at that. A chair's holding up a book. It's not a chair, it's a table. That table is holding up a book. It looks so natural. Sorry, I'm kind of sarcastic. Of course it looks natural. It's a table with a book on it. And here's the matching spooky, you know. We can do this. And then we got a spooky bin over here. Where is the spooky bin? So those are the new bench and bin to go with the spooky theme. Okay, now spooky picture frames. Oh, there's an insane amount of stuff. So, mirror, mirror on the wall. I can go in and I can. This is basically like a movie. Let's go movie, and let's show the Chief Beef movie. Can we like make it so our movies can be like turned? Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? That might be too much to ask. Is that too much to ask? Guess that's too much to ask. So, okay, so what we can do though is we can put curtains in it. Or we can put lit curtains in it. In a picture. And there's a whole bunch of different picture frames. Little one. It does kind of bug me that I can't, you know, put that the way I want it to be. Why did you change to Chief Beef? Okay, I understand. Okay, so that gives us our lit curtains. Other than the fact that I don't think you can light. Yeah, that was what I was thinking too. Is we should be able to choose, you know, on a 90 degree, you know, 90 or 0, 90, 180, or 270. Orientation for images and video, but that's fine. That's I'm okay with that. I'm good with it. That's kind of cool. I really like the idea of the what we're gonna get to right away. So there's that. We also have a whole assortment of different shaped and sized pumpkins. Large, larger, and larger. Larger, and large still. But the rats love the pumpkins. That's not a rat, is it? Rats! Go for the rats! Sorry, that's cool. We got rats. Can we change them to like brown rats or no? No, they're just going to be gray rats. And of course we have the good old blue pumpkin. The blue pumpkin of something. We got ourselves a rocking chair. We can throw some wings on this rocking chair. We can't. Let's throw some wings on this blue pumpkin. Why are they like, it's like, I'm here just for a second. I will look exactly as you want me to look. Just for a moment, though. Watch out, that pumpkin will get you. Actually, that pumpkin won't get you. That one will, though. It's got wings. And we can change the wings colors, too. So they can be pumpkin wings. See, look. It's definitely pumpkin wings. I watch out for that thing. It's probably not here to make friends. Awesome. That is just going to be sweet. I like the wings in themselves. The spooky broom. You had a shovel. You had a pickaxe. Now, you have a broom that stands straight up by itself. It's an amazing thing. Scarecrow hand claw. Oh, there must be a scarecrow. I have his hand. He might want his hand back. What do I think of it? It's awesome. This is insane. I don't know how I'm going to possibly be able to figure out what to build. Okay, so we've got scary, you know, wooden claw scarecrow thingies. We can like put those on trees and make them scary. A witch's hat. A scarecrow hatchet. What? I don't know. I don't know. We got scarecrow legs. Or limbs. We'll have to figure out what limbs they are. Because they are scarecrow limbs, they can be any limbs. They look like legs. Oh. Overalls. We have overalls. Let there be overalls. So that's kind of interesting. And of course a scarecrow pitchfork, because that's something I can imagine is a scarecrow standing there with a pitchfork. This is what? Scarecrow Sunday dress? Okay, so these are scarecrow rags, so he doesn't have to necessarily wear overalls. He's not necessarily working on a farm. He could be like just trying to scare people. Damn you, scarecrows. And of course, awesome. Look at that. We've got scarecrow heads. We've got scarecrow heads. Scarecrow heads. Oh, evil, scared. We've got two different types of scarecrow heads. This is getting exciting. Let me just plop a scarecrow head over here. Look at those. Guy doesn't want to. He's just as scared as you. This guy, he wants to hurt you. He wants to hurt you. Oh, look at this. It's a torso. It's a scarecrow torso. There we go. We can just like... put some heads on that. Put some heads on that. Did I just say that? And then he could have some like animatronic scary arms. That's awesome. Oh, I'm loving this. This is gonna be like the greatest DLC ever. You know, like it's not only awesome, and we're not gonna only be able to build, you know, scary things. We're gonna be able to build absolutely hilarious things too. Okay, come on. Okay, he's hanging from a wall. That's kind of cool. That's gonna be awesome in like a haunted house ride. Oh, that too. Oh, the things I could have put in the big ride would have. Oh. I almost feel as though I should be in there right now and putting these things in it. But whatever, I can't. Okay, so we got skeletons lying down. We've got skeletons getting up. We've got skeletons crawling out of a grave. Okay, let's put a skeleton crawling out of a grave. That's got to be a thing we got to do. He's crawling out. That's just sweet. Not quite as sweet as this, though. This thing just looks hilarious. And then we got skeleton feet. I don't know. We have left foot, left hand, right foot. Oh, there's a whole bunch of skeleton pieces. And skeleton torso. Oh, so we can, like, have a like, you know, just a pile of bones. I just put them all in each other. Of course, you know, hands don't stay together. That's just not a thing that would occur, I don't think. Ghosts. Oh, they got his demons. Can I paint these? Can I make you, like, where you wear a white robe? No, I can't. That's too bad. Okay, so, what else do we got here? What else do we have? There's the spooky spider decoration. That doesn't actually move. So, they're not very spooky. There's also the big giant spider. And then we have an animatronic. No. Here's a curled up spider. That's kind of cool. Oh, we have a couch. There is a couch. Or a sofa, whatever you want to call it. Chesterfield. I don't know what you want to call it. But we have one. We have one. So there's also animatronic spider legs. And non-animatronic spider legs, it would seem. So, oh, they are animatronic. Cool. No. Okay. So whatever, we could use these to build a spider. What they had was a spider crawling out of a grave. So what they had done was they had taken these and laid them out around the thing, like, you know, like this, like there was something crawling out. You know what I mean? That was kind of cool. Lots of spider legs. Then we end up with some, you know, wreaths. Spooky wreaths, large and small. Some, like, they're basically Halloween directions. Halloween directions. Where did brain go there? Halloween decorations. And that's really cool. They come in different shapes and sizes, and there's straight ones, there's ones with curve. Wow. Yeah, exactly. And then we have some different fencing that we didn't cover in the first red fencing thing. These can be, you can change colors. So they could be stone fencing, or they could be blood red fencing. Made out of stone? I don't know. Scary. What about black? Yes. There's that. Then we've got things like, we've got this. This is a stone knight coffin. So what we need to do here is we need to go put this guy in here. There's just so much in here that like, how am I possibly supposed to build anything? Here's the crypt lid. You know, remember all this stuff that I had to build myself? Oh, there's the knight's crypt lid. There's a nice coffin. Huh? There we go. An animatronic coffin. There's also the one that's not animatronic. And you know, you could just like go, okay, whoa. He just threw the coffin lid off. I don't know. Or you could even go as far as saying, yeah, that's the way it works. It's just not animatronic. We just gotta do this. That's what's going on. Wow, that's insane. That's just the scenery. That's taken me an hour and 10 minutes to go through. Just the scenery. Oh my. What are we gonna... Oh, I just can't imagine what I'm gonna build. I see cemeteries. I see dark forests. I see... Oh. Spiders and crows. Spiders crawling through the ground. Crows. Oh, it's gonna be just awesome. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be just crazy. Black dripping slime. I like that. I see there's some blood. Okay, so that was, like I said, just the scenery. What else do we have? What else is there? It's gotta be insane. There's not much else, is there? Uh-oh. There's not much else. Panic. Okay, so we have broken walls over here. We now have broken wall pieces. We also have broken grid walls. Like, these are all castle. Oh, these are crypt. Okay. Yes, the radioactive slime glows in the dark. Unless you make it black, and then it doesn't glow at all. You know what I mean? No glow. If you make it like blue, it can be blue glowy. Yellow. Green glowing slime. But yes, it does not glow when it's black. And these lights, I noticed they provide a reasonable amount of light. You're not afraid of spiders, are you? I don't know. I'd be more afraid of these larvae and the one-legged spider than anything. Okay, so let's have a look at let's look at wall pieces. Let's look at wall pieces. We've got 4 meter wide broken. We've got mixed 4 meter wide broken. So, you know, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so not only do we have the castle walls, we now have the crypt wall set. I thought it was a 1 meter. So we got 1, 2, and 4 meter crypt walls. And notice the green. Also notice that they're basically like castle walls. Oh, okay, you're not. You're just coloring the discoloration on the wall. Okay, now I see. Okay, I get it. I understand now. Yeah, there are more building pieces. I just have to go in. I want to do them a piece at a time. I don't want to hop between walls and stuff like that. I don't know why I thought there would be more walls. Because I heard two building sets, the crypt and the haunted house. So that's the crypt look. You'll notice that. Whoa. Okay. So we've got the wall pieces for the crypt. We also have the haunted house. I don't know why the haunted house is purple. So yeah, there we go. We got the haunted house. Looks much better in a gray. Like I predict myself. There are more wall pieces, but they're not wall pieces. They're arches and stuff like that in the same flavor. So yeah, here we go. We've definitely got some very useful walls. This is going to come in awesome for building that initial haunted house, which people are going to walk through. I'm thinking something more like, you know, the house on the hill at Bates Motel. That type of look for the house on the top of the hill. The hill looks too small now. I'm building on top of it. So lots of possibilities here. Now, of course, all these come in arches, with arches. So there's the broken wall arch. There's the arched crypt. More arch crypt. That is awesome. Not only that, but we've got graveyard gates. We've got animatronic graveyard gates. And we've got the arch for a graveyard gate with no door. So if you wanted to like have an open gate, you could easily, you know, do something like, you know, like that. Open gates. And of course, automatic opening gates. These could be triggered, so you could trigger it with something that is awesome. Okay, now again, we've got arches. How can we change the color of this arch? It's the same thing. We've got the half arch. We've got the full actual, you know, tunnel arch. I guess what would you call that? Tunnel, yeah. And then you got a half tunnel arch. Sweet. I can't think of any use for a tunneled arch right now. Oh, crypt archway. There we go. There we go. Here. Oh. And even better, it's a scenery piece. It's not a grid item. So we're not stuck to putting it on a grid. We can put it anywhere we want. That is great. That's the biggest worry I have about things like this, is they'll only be grid items and we won't be able to use them the way we want. We'll have to. Oh, that's just sweet. And notice it has the same look. It has the same... there's a difference. Because it's not... Well, we can't change the color. We can't change the color. Okay, so what do we have for columns to match this stuff? What columns have they given us? So we have things like crypt pillars. We also have things like the top here. You know, see the pillar top. So I could build, you know, my own arches. So many possibilities. So many possibilities. My brain's going to explode. Will gates fit an arch? Will gates fit this arch? I don't think so. There's no gate to fit that arch. This gate's too big. It'll only fit this. There's no gate to fit the archway. But really, for a crypt arch, you wouldn't really have an archway. What you'd probably have is some type of roofing back, a couple of things. Then you get to the arch door. This is more of a door. It's just an archway. Yeah. But yeah, it would be actually nice. It could have been dual purpose if we would have had gates in there. Another graveyard pillar. So again, it's just using that same stone look. So, you know, you can just imagine what we can do here. Just like off the top of my head. Just like an off-the-cuff build here. Let's just go. Okay, I got that. Let's go into scenery here quickly. And let's grab... this. You know. Whoops. And, you know, we can just do this improperly. I'm not gonna go get one and make it straight. That's not gonna happen right now. So, you know, you can go in here. You could build, like, you know, like a graveyard. And we can go, whoops. Lower this. And then you could just have this, like, this repeating, and then you'd have like a completely different fence with stonework in between all the wrought iron. That's just the thing that popped into my brain right now. The possibilities though are endless, I tell you. Endless. Oh, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. So what else do we got here? There's not going to be any build today, guys. There's just too much stuff. We've got pillars. Pillars? We need the pillars of reality. So like haunted house pillars. I think they're just 2 meter and 4 meter pillars. I don't know how much different they are than what we've got already. But let's find out, because that's the important. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm thinking people would walk through a gate. There's no, what's the word I'm looking for? Collision on gate. Yeah, I see wallpaper. Haunted house wallpapers. Cool. But what I'm looking for is I want to see what this looks like compared to, you know, like, oh, okay. So they're, that's great. So now we have like a bunch of different sizes here. We've got these. We've got the other ones in the bigger ones in scenery. I don't know why they're in scenery. I'll never understand that. This is kind of weird because this is the same size. But it's smaller than this. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So, that is just sweet. We have like a whole new set of pieces of wood. And you know, like I said, in this game, those pieces of wood are so useful. That's like what I build 90% out of things out of are those those pieces of wood, the planks, or the driftwood. And this just makes it even better. Even better, I'd say. Okay, so back to the spooky. Okay, so we've also got like main pillars, like so the thing these would sit on. You know, like you'd have that. And all these are paintable, I'd guess, because you know you can't just be black. Yeah, so you can paint all these. They don't share paint for some reason. I always find that weird. That the 2 and the 4, oh no, those are the same. But they don't share paint. Like these do. Those share paint, but these don't. So you have to paint them separately. But that's fine. It's things you'll get used to as you build more and more and more. And then we've got a haunted house pillar topper, which basically would go on the top of one of these pillars. And then we'd have, like, other pillars. You know. So yeah, that could be used in Western, that could be used in haunted houses, that can be used anywhere really. That's like a very useful piece. So is that. All these pillars are anybody would know what an old heart, yeah. Power supply. Yeah, it could overheat. What kind of power supply is it? Or is it just a no-name brand? Okay, so the other thing that this whole DLC comes with, other than all this awesome, just like crazy stuff here, are stairs. You know, I've been taking pieces of stone and building stairs for ages. I've been doing that since like so far back in the game, it's ridiculous. But now we have proper stairs. Like there's stairs up to the crypt. There's also curved stairs. There's curved stairs up to the crypt. Corsair GS 500. Chances are what you've got is a fan going. So you could, if you were, you know, that kind of person. Hey, look at this. You could probably take that apart, replace the fan. Oh, that's awesome. Whoops. So really, you know, when you think about it, and these things, you can make so many different pieces of broken wall just by adjusting the height of these things. Like, there's a different piece of broken wall. There's a piece of wall with a piece broken in the middle. And then there's, of course, this, which is just a broken wall. That's awesome. There's crypt corner trim. By the way, these are castle walls here. This, of course, is crypt walls. That's the thing I've got over here. So not only do we have additions to the existing castle functionality, we have new pieces for crypt and haunted mansion, haunted house. So we also have this trim. We have graveyard walls. So, you know, we could build something with either of these. That's a very useful piece. And that's what? That'll fit castle or crypt, won't it? Is that crypt? No, that's graveyard wall. Okay, so that's not even any of these. These are crypt. Graveyard pillar, graveyard wall. Graveyard pillar, crypt archway, crypt wall, crypt pillar. Okay, so there's graveyard, crypt, and we've got haunted mansion as well. So yeah, that's awesome. That's just awesome. Okay, it's looking like we have gates too. We've got jail gates, but we'll worry about that when we get to them. Haunted house balcony roof. Okay. Haunted house balcony roof. That seems awfully crooked. Looks pretty sweet though, eh? That's gonna look awesome. We got an inner wall as well. I don't know why these are in walls. Balcony roof corner inverted. Haunted house flat balcony. Okay, so this is like the flat. This is basically the thing to match the house. I don't know why they chose purple. But yeah, that's what you sort of get with your balcony as well. That's cool. What do we got here? We've got a haunted house flat balcony add-on. Oh, it sounds like it's gonna fall. So yeah, just decorative pieces that we can use for different things. Balcony add-on. And we can change the color as well. Looks like a hammered tin roof. All welded together, like or soldered together. I don't know. Weird. Now we also have indoor stuff. Now, I don't think Planet Coaster thought that we were going to take this. The people who wrote it thought we were going to take these things and do these things with this game. But now they've added the stuff so that we can do just crazy things. Let's just say crazy things. It's just crazy. We have We have wooden wall panels. Can I have something flat so that I can put this down? And thank you. We have wooden wall panels in 2 and 4 meter lengths. We also have more decorative ones. Basically what I would call it is library wood. We've got library wood. And we can, change this up. We can go in here and we can say, okay, well, you know what? That's gonna be like really dark brown. It's mahogany. So yes, we've got definitely some stuff that we can use for that. And we have different layers of trim as well. Oh. I could build this thing myself, is what I could do. We have all the pieces. All the stuff. Then we also have marble floor. It could also be marble walls, too. If you're building a bathroom, marble bathroom. So that's some pretty sweet wall stuff. Now, to top that off, of course, we've got wallpapers. And when I say we've got wallpapers, I mean like it's unbelievable the stuff we're gonna be able to do with oh, there's more wood. There's more wood. We have more wood panels too. Look at that. That's awesome. I feel scope creep happening here. I feel what I'm planning on building in the future just growing in size, in scope, and becoming such a large build that I don't want to do it. Okay, so the only thing I don't like about these wallpapers is you can't change the primary color. So they're basically they're it. You can't change the pattern on these, but they do come in 2x4 and 4x4 sections, which is kind of awesome. So there was another couple, like, you talking to me? I didn't think so. So there's also another couple of things. We've got haunted stone walls. So not only do we have the crypt wall, we have haunted stone walls. So you could build like an entire fence around a place like that with, you know, proper stuff and things to make it look awesome. So yeah, you know, and you know, this thing can be used so many ways. Like I could build like a base for a pillar. I could, the things I can do, the things I'm gonna do. Oh, the time that this is gonna suck up. Oh, the life that I could have had. There is also jail bars. So you could put them in here, and now suddenly you've got a gated thing. You can also put, you know, this in here, and now you're basically running a shell to close it. No, sorry. I'm not saying that. We have two shell gas stations around this area where I live, where they'll only serve you through a window after a certain time. It's crazy. It's just close. So I was like gated. It's locked up. You can't go in there. So that's that. That is all our wall stuff. We have covered the walls. Okay, so while we're here, actually, I am going to build a wall. Let's build a wall. Let's make that wall that color. Okay. Oh, really? Well, we'll let you walk in. Well, yeah, the whole thing is, like, they're running a convenience store. I didn't get it. And I knew the one that was close to me closed, and I'm like, or not closed, did that. And I'm like, well, I'll just walk over to the other one. It's like, you know, a 10-minute walk away. And I walked all the way there, and the guy, you know, the door was locked. And I'm like, what the hell? These people have this window too. And he says, what do you want? And I said, I don't know. I came for something to drink and something to snack on. And he's like, oh, yeah, well. And I'm just like, I just turned around and walked away. I'm like, forget it. I just went and hopped in my vehicle and went to 7-Eleven. Got exactly what I wanted. 7-Eleven doesn't do it. Like, sorry. Okay, so we've got ourselves a wall. Let's take a look at the roof parts involved in this whole thing. Because there are some new awesome roof parts. Castle steps flat corner being one of them. Yeah, well, castle steps flat corner is not what I was looking for when I go to roof. There's some mix-up between where the things are, though. Because you notice the roof, this roof here was under walls. This flat corner, I guess it would be considered roof. Wow, that's different, isn't it? So that's another castle piece. So that's like a castle floor, basically. So you'd have, well, it's not really. You'd have stairs coming up. And then you could have stairs Continuing up. So it's a corner, really. Of course, I wouldn't... Would I? I don't know what I'd do. I don't know. Brookies. I bought these things yesterday. I was doing my grocery shopping. And, you know, I often when I do grocery shopping, I'm like, you know, I don't buy anything outside of what I need. And I'm, you know, I'm like thinking, you know, I'm going to treat myself. There's these new chocolate, you know, real chocolate cookies. And they, like, brownie cookies is basically what they were. They're basically brownies coated in fudge. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll buy these. Did I finish Berserk? If you did you like it? Are you talking me? Did I finish Berserk? So whatever the case may be. Here's some more roof. So these are the crypt roof. As is this. This is haunted house balcony. This is crypt roof. Which does make sense. You know, now that I think about it, if I were to take this, it would fit just fine on this as a crypt roof. You know what I mean? That's awesome. Perfect fit. So there we go. We've got ourselves some crypt roof. We've also got the crypt roof set, which are like roof decorations, I guess you'd call them. So I don't know why this is doing what it's doing. It's basically doing exactly the opposite of what I want it to do. Half length. Okay. Stop the madness. Okay, here we go. So we could go in and have something like this. On our crypt. Or even go even further. And we can do some decorative stuff like this. Now, this doesn't even just apply to this. This could be used on any crypt roof, any roof that has the right angle. This could be used on the top of fences. This could be, you know, there's just so many things you could do with this. Sweet. Not sure of a metal crypt roof. No, there's you know, you could always, I don't know. We'd have to do some research. And of course then there's crypt roof flat, which is basically the same thing as these. Whoa. I deleted the walls. Which is the same thing. We would just, you know, it would be flat. Chimneys, same thing. You got haunted house chimneys, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can do that. You can do that. Got a square chimney, and you got a square top for a square chimney. For these ones, you could put 2 on here. You know, you could do something like that. You definitely want to do something like that. Because otherwise, you know, you're just gonna have bats in your belfry. Haunted house flat roof balcony straight add-on. So, this seems to be like balcony trim. So it would be the matching trim for this, as you can see. It's so matching that they even share the same color set, which is awesome. I love when they do that properly. And I can't stand it when they don't. It makes me so frustrated when the 2-meter pole doesn't match up with the 4-meter pole color and you gotta change each of them separately. Now, it seems also that we have this other style of roof that we can go with here. You know, it's like a roof with a cover on it. I don't know why. But that's the other haunted roof. And you'll notice it's not grid pieces. So it's a lot more flexible. And we could build like much more flexible things. We could build much more flexible things. That's not exactly what I meant to say. We could build things that are much more flexible. No, I'm just kidding. We could build different roofs. Like, so much of this is the style that I was trying to go for the haunted house. You know, with the flat roof on the top and the middle, you'd have it going up. That was the look like, you can see the pieces here. This is the look I was going for. These are grid pieces, but you know, there it is. That's the roof on top of the haunted house. That's what it was supposed to look like. That's what my brain saw it being. Now, what really concerns me though is, like, this is fine. Where's the short piece to do this? There's a crypt roof 4 meter, but there's no crypt roof 2 meter. And there's so many crypt roof 2 meter pieces that I know I'm going to need it. Because this is half width, eh? A meter, and 2 meters in the middle, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. So, not only do we have that, we've also got, well, all the other pieces. We got pieces to match all this. These are the 2 meter. There's 4 meter. There's no 1 meter, which is fine. We don't need it. Due to the hard drive overheating. Oh yeah, see, I guess I don't have to deal with that. I don't have mechanical drives. My 4 gigs, all my 4 gig drives are mechanical, but my my working hard drive and all that stuff are all on different my working hard drive is 1 terabyte SSD, and my working hard drives are also 1 terabyte SSDs. So yeah, I end up using those. So yeah, here we go. We've got all this different roof stuff. It's quite overwhelming, actually. The complexity that I'm gonna be able to build into this roof is going to be awesome. Now, the question that I have though is, do they have the window I'm looking for? And I don't think they do. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they might. That might be what we're looking for. We're on to Windows now. We're on to Windows, and let's look at windows and doors. Let's just look at doors. What do we have new in the door store? Haunted house door. Awesome. Abandoned house door. And okay. So if that's scenery with lights, curtains with lights lit, what happens at night? So it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference at all. Curtains with light are not lit at night. So they've given me a way to put in curtains, but no way to put in light? Is that what's going on here? Okay, so this really isn't meant to have curtains then. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that. We'll wait till we get to windows, and maybe that'll make sense then. But yeah, if I wanted lights in the door, I'd put them in myself. Okay. Well, that's kind of a weird... Oh. Okay, so this door doesn't align with what you put it against. But these are opening doors. These are trigger doors. So this would be perfect for a ride. And I could have used these, definitely, in the Haunted Mansion. Because, as you remember, I built my own doors that sat open. And that's how we did that. There's also a Gothic Castle door, and then the Gothic Castle opening doors. Gothic Castle. Anybody watched Arrested Development? The Gothic Castle. Sorry. And then last but not least, we have these animated doors. So we have 3 sets of animated doors to play with now. And of course, if you don't want them as animated doors, that's not a problem. All you have to do is go in and shut them off. The only problem now I have is this. What happens if you want them as open doors? There's no default state. So the default state, if you're not triggering them, is closed doors. So they may have fallen a little short here on the animated doors. I was really hoping when they said there was more animated doors, well, one, that they had smaller ones, because these are, reasonable, whereas the other ones were just monster doors. And 2, I was hoping that I would be able to have them open. But there's no possibility of having them open, and if you want to build open doors, you still have to build your own doors from scratch. So I think they missed on that one. They missed opportunity. Missed some opportunity there. So we also have, the Haunted Mansion windows. Or the abandoned house windows is what it looks like. Okay, here we go. So, we got that, we've got this, and we've got this. And finally we have this, and we have this. These are all different ones yet again. Very unique. I love the look of some of these. Those are just going to be fabulous. But this is the difference. Not the difference at all. That's the difference. So if you put an image in here, it backlights it. So you could, for instance, have curtains lit. And now you've got curtains lit. Not bad. Not great. Let's see if there's a movie. There's no movies. They're all movies. They're not. Yeah, there's nothing that'll fit there. Yeah. So the only thing that can really go here is curtains lit. For our uses. Of course, you could easily go get your own, figure out your own images. And I think what happens is, depending on the how close it is to black, is how it lights it up. Okay, well, we'll catch you in the next stream, Darafi. I had no idea this was gonna go on like this. This is blowing me away how much stuff is in here. And it's crazy. So there we go. We've also got some other windows. I don't know if they can be lit. But they can't. They can't. That's too bad. So those will have to go with our classic window lighting techniques if we want to light them up. And hopefully they're properly bump mapped so that we can. And they are. We should easily be able to put lights in those windows. So, what's next? It goes on and on and on. Yeah, there's no way I'm building anything here tonight. There's no way. There's no way at all. We have other windows. Awesome. Awesome haunted house windows. And their lit counterparts. See the difference here? These already have the curtains lit in them. And that's what we get. Now the other thing, of course, is we can go through and change the color on these too. So that's pretty sweet. And again, everyone has its lit counterpart. Lit. Lit. Awesome. So if I were to, being devil's advocate, as sometimes I have to be, there's basically two things I need to say here. One, where's the version with these shutters closed? If you're going to have a window with shutters on it, can you please give me one with them closed? All the other windows don't have any match, and these do. No shutters and shutters, but they don't have with shutters closed. So I would really like to see that. Yeah, they could have done. I agree with the lit window. It should have been just a checkbox. But, what can we do? I'm amazed with what we've got anyway. I really am. We've also got, above and beyond all that, we've got these balcony pieces that are like pre-built balcony pieces. Like here's a window balcony. Of course, you'd want a door balcony. So you're gonna be able to build these things, and as you can see, there's pieces that somewhat match the other things that we have to build stuff out of. Like, where is it? Ooh, it's over here. So I'm guessing I can change the color of this to match too. Yeah, I can. And it comes in two sizes. So that's just sweet for haunted houses. That's just awesome. I'm just blown away by the amount of stuff. I can't even imagine how I'm going to build things anymore. This isn't making my life easier. Now my brain's got to go through all this other stuff in order to figure out what to put down next. I hope it knows. I hope it can do good. So, that's recent. I don't need recent. What I need is to take a look at the lamps and the other pieces. So, it looks like we've got ourselves another crypt fascia. So, for crypt fascia, you would put walls down, and then you would, come on. Can I? Let's do it from this side. So, for instance, you could have, if I could find a crypt wall, you could put that down. The other thing, of course, is what you can do is you can just build a crypt store. Not that you'd buy a crypt there. You'd like to buy a crypt? What do you mean you don't sell crypts? What do you mean you sell coffee? I didn't come here for a coffee. What kind of coffee store looks like a crypt? Sorry, I'm just sort of getting carried away in my own brain. It happens now and then. So that would be like an awesome front for a store. We also have new lamps. Probably not so awesome for a storefront or a crypt, but quite nice for a haunted mansion. And then, of course, the spooky wall lights, which can go inside your haunted mansion. And this is a table lamp. I think this is a table lamp. Table! Found your lamp. You shouldn't read in the dark. Here's a lamp to read your book by. So, there we go. Why shouldn't you read in the dark? Hey, Killer Thieves! Welcome to the stream. Why? Is there some, like, rule that I don't know about? Like, I've heard people say, do you need more light to read? And I'm like, no. My eyes are fine. I can see when it's not sunlight. Okay, so that's those pieces. We also have a couple of signs. Oh, I know it doesn't have to be spooky at all. Like, that's the great thing about this. A lot of these, you know, you know, there's certain things that that have to be spooky. These are like the things that I really wanted on my haunted house and just couldn't build. So that's why I want to put together a full haunted experience now. With rats and spiders. Why are the spiders so big, though? Why are the spiders bigger than the rats? Is that something that's really true? Again, this is the crypt. I can't type. I still can't type. The crypt. Let's make it bright orange and yellow. That's more for the crypt. Kind of small though. Like why such a big sign in such small writing? Okay, fit all this in and it fills it up. Okay, I understand. It's me. Those all fit. They just fit. So if you fill it up, it just fits. Okay, well that's kind of weird. And you got one, you know, a square one, same size. So you can like, you know, put more. Line them up. Line up those skulls. There we go. Magic. Okay, so that's our signage. All our lights, all our walls, all our windows. It's all of our building parts. We've covered all of our building pieces and just an absolute ton of scenery. It's crazy. I don't even know what to do tomorrow now. So what do you guys think? So tomorrow, do I just come in here into this map, clean this slate, and start building my haunted mansion, start building the psycho mansion on the top of the hill that we need to go through to get into the park? Or do I go back and do I keep working on the pirate park tomorrow? Do I start building the next coaster on the pirate park? Oh, this DLC is more than worth it. More than worth it. Now, you guys are paying like $10.99 and US dollars or euros, and I think part of that reason is there's a huge tax on things like that on euros in Europe, or £7.99. It was $15.99 for me, so. Yeah, I that would be really sad. The Safari game. Animal Safari. see, so I have a couple problems with that. I have no problem um with dinosaurs and all that, but I do have a problem with taking animals and putting them in cages and teaching children that that's what we do. As a kid, I thought we just kept animals in cages, and that's just a bad way for a child to think. Because, you see them in zoos. And I don't know if we should be teaching our kids to keep animals in cages. So I don't know about the animal game, the zoo. I don't know if that's a good idea in general. I guess in some places zoos are okay. But, why do we have certain things in our zoo in Winnipeg? It just doesn't make sense. Like, they don't belong here. They're not going to do well here. You're basically torturing these animals. So quit it, is my opinion. But hey, it's just an opinion. So I'm hoping if they do that, they do it in a way that doesn't need to be so one-sided. What I would really like to see, though, is a water park DLC. I love the rain. Let's go stand in the rain. Let's stand in the rain. It's not even raining properly. The rain clouds only look like rain clouds when you're not in them. Okay, there's rain. Rain clouds, okay. Is that better? No, it isn't. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. So you better, if you're going to use rain clouds, you better keep these things away from where people go. Oh well. Yeah. So... now, there are other things in this DLC, and we can't forget about them. Well, sorry, I guess that's not true. I can easily forget about them. There's no flat rides. Okay, there's no flat rides. There are, however, multiple track rides. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at the first one. This is a thing called the Witch's Haunt. And what this is a trackless ride. Okay. You think that living to 40 in a cage is better than living to 20 free, being a polar bear? I don't know the story of Debbie the polar bear for sure, but that's sort of my thought as well. I've been to Churchill. I've seen polar bears up close. And I've seen the polar bears in the Winnipeg Zoo. And I don't know. One of them seemed happy and carefree. The other seemed quite stressed for an animal. But glad you're here, Mr. Zorch, by the way. Glad you can make it. Okay, so let's forget politics. And so here we go. We've got ourselves the pre-built ride. So you can see what they've done here. They've taken a gate. We've got some of the iron fence here. Some of the dead trees. They've taken the haunted house pieces. We put some of the haunted house windows on here. And basically that's it. We've got an entrance through one arch. We've got an exit through here. And then the other arch on the side is our something. It's our not or anything. It's not. there are obviously some things in here that might not, I don't know, seem 100% right, but whatever. Look at this, though. You got a table knocked over with a broom, and a hatchet, and there's a rocking chair. The rocking chair, by the way, the rocking chair can rock. So there's a haunted house with the rocking chair. Now the ride. This is the new ride. So what this is basically a trackless ride. Okay, here we go. So you'll notice there's no track. Well, there's a path, but there's no track. You know what they really need? All these crows? Need some garbage bags for them to pull apart. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. We don't have so many crows around here as we have ravens. But yeah, this isn't that spooky. I'm gonna try this again. Here we go. That's already spookier. But again, they don't have very good lighting. Ooh, yeah, okay, I see they put some floodlights out there. Very subtle. I can see everything? That's fine. Okay, here we go. Now we're running this at night. Imagine being surrounded by forest and this being what you see. Okay, this thing is turning me around. Okay, so there was the spiders and the ravens. And here we got some rats. Rats in the mist. Running through graveyards. Grave yards. So I see that the people who make Planet Coaster are actually watching the community and what the community does quite closely. I'm scared. I want to go home now. Hey, I recognize the witch. Oh, and they got green fire and they put smoke around it. That's just sweet. No, bird is in the fire. Bird is in the green fire. The hanging skeletons. Bats. Sweet. Nicely done. Very subtle. There's not a lot to it. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. This building has 186 parts. Everything else is basically done as simple scenery pieces. So all in all, this entire experience, where if you think about my haunted house had 4,000 pieces, this is sitting at 534. So that's an amazing job. But you can also look at this and go, can you imagine, okay, the haunted house, the 2 rooms I did in wood. Well, hey, we now have wood panels. That would have been a thing. That would have reduced it by hundreds of pieces. Hundreds of pieces. That would have been great. Okay, so there are another rides. I don't think there's another pre-built ride. Oh, no, sorry, there's other coasters, I should say. Come on, can we change? I guess family? Are they family coasters? Okay, I don't know what the new coasters are. Now, of course, I would never be using any of these. Where's the list? There's another pre-built track ride. What does this do? You'd think it would hide my own, but it doesn't. Mega Blast. Spinny Coaster. Bronco. Oh. Duh. The Jailer's Den. I don't know. Tricky Plays Games? That's... Is it? I hope it's this. Hey, Cold Smoke. Lightning effects. Yes. Yes. I deleted the lightning effect because it was making too much noise. But you can see it here. There's also cloud effect. So the problem with the cloud effect, of course, is the floating thing. But maybe that's the thing, is you need to put it up higher so that, you know, when you're down here, the clouds are still there. Okay, that makes a difference. Okay, okay. I got that figured out now. I guess it's... I don't understand what's going on here, though. The Witch's Haunt and the Jailer's Den. It's got to be the Jailer's Den. Okay, so here we go. Let's just make it AM for a bit. So basically what we've got is we've got a more classic style haunted house. More like the house in Psycho. Though some of it looks kind of, I don't know, looks unfinished to me. And then we've got the ride. We've got the ride itself. It does look like, what does this look like? So they've basically done what I've done in my ride, which is go through the house. Very, very plain. Very plain. But I guess what we're going to do is we're going to play this and see what type of triggers they've set up. I see a sequencer. It is very plain and it seems to be quite short. Well, no, it isn't actually. It seems to be a little longer than I thought it was. But yes, it's a sort of a minimalistic thing. And it is bigger than I thought. But again, it's not busy. It's very, very plain. Like, again, this is something where, you know, okay, we've got 500 some parts here. This is not the detail that we usually go to. And actually, it's a lot more parts. You know why? All the different wall pieces, you know, that you see in here and stuff like that. Okay, so let's ride this one and we'll see what it ends up looking like. I'm gonna be much happier building with these. I think there's definitely some awesome possibilities here. But well, we'll see. We'll see. So this is the Jailer's something. I didn't even pay attention. Oh yeah, you can dress it up. It's not really styled. It's very, very plain. would definitely have been a more ideal, oh, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, there's books moving. Oh yeah. Thanks, Richard. I'm kind of not paying that much attention for some reason. Okay, we're gonna start this over. Because yeah, of course it would suck during the day. Just like my ride sucks during the day. I notice there's nothing in the pictures. I do notice they've gone as far as to put windows on the inside of walls. I like to see that. There's no windows on the inside of this wall, though. There's no matching windows. There's no windows on that side of the wall at all. I like the lighting. Sorry, you're not scaring me there, buddy. I don't know if I like the lighting back here. There needs to be a little more done. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't mind it at all. I don't mind it. But you know, like if I were to, as you probably know, if I were to do this, I would have done this quite a bit differently. Especially when it comes to the way the windows are and stuff like that. It sort of bugged me that windows, no windows. Windows? No windows. Windows? No windows. Windows? Completely different windows. So there's no basis in any, like, it doesn't have to be perfectly real. But, you know, that's good. That's fine. That's a window on a window. Well, though I would... Yeah, it's a window on a window. So, you know, there are places where I feel like, yes, this is done excellent. But there are places where I'm like, what? Where's the windows? There's no windows. And it just throws it right off for me. But, yeah. You know, I'm guessing they didn't, you know, there's no way they spent, like, the amount of time I spent on things. Because of course, who would want to throw like 100-some hours at something like this? It's not gonna be worth it. But yeah, it's actually, I like the building. I would definitely I could spend 60 hours fixing this thing up and making it something much more spectacular. But you know, not for me to say. It's a very nice, simple. It won't overpower anybody's machine. And I think that's what they're going for when they build things for the park. They're not going for what I'm going for, which on some people's machines won't even run. But you know what? This is awesome. This is going to be so great. Don't think there's really anything else to look at. Was there a new coaster? Was there a new coaster type today as well? I can't remember. There's something new today. Outside of the DLC. Don't know what it was. Oh, there it is. Okay, so what we're looking for... we need something called Spire of Shock, is what it is. Okay. Can I, like, see this all on the screen at once, please? No? Okay, fine. This is Spire of Shock. It's closed. And we will not be writing it today. Okay, we're gonna write it today. This looks very sci-fi to me. Okay. Well, that's really weird, because this is part of the ride. When we build this thing, these get laid down as track pieces. So there's linear induction motor, a tunnel section, tower base, tower section, tower end, and that's it. Wow, that's different. So this is like the original launch coasters, where they just basically launched you as fast as they could. I think a thing called Superman was what and you flew up, you stopped, and you came back down again. And that's what that is. So that's the Spire of Shock, the Jailer's Den, and Witch's Hunt. Now, there is a new coaster. Well, this is the new coaster. It's called In Descent. And basically all they've done is add these. So there's like audio. That's all they've done is add speakers. So as you go down, you know. And did they change the pitch? No. So that's the other new coaster. And I don't think that has anything to do with anything else. So we went through all the scenery items, but you know what I haven't seen? Was King Ghoster. Where's King Ghoster? You know what I mean? Okay, I have no king. Yeah, there were witch hats too. Okay, king. I don't get it. Ghost? There's no ghost. Okay, entertainers. Are they in animatronics? No, they're not. Where are they? Oh crap, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, didn't even think of that. Okay. Staff. King Ghoster. Oh, hey, all I can say is at least he isn't shooting people. And that's that. So we've got, we've looked at Indecent, we've looked at Spire of Shock, the Jailer's Den, the Witch's Hunt. They've improved the responsiveness of the following coasters. Now I don't know why they. People can purchase witch hats. I also saw skull things. So there's a lot of other little pieces that we're just not going to see in this. But right now, I have to say this looks awesome. I can't even imagine what I'm going to build out of all this now. I really hope everybody goes out and buys it, because I'll feel really bad if I build, when I do build a more haunted park or ghost town park or whatever it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. That people can use it. Yeah, we've got the new path here. The different path, and I'm so glad that there's very little difference between the path and the queue. So that's another thing I've been wanting all along, is path and queue that are the same. And they did it with the wooden ones. What I haven't checked on this is what do the different pieces look like? What does the railing look like? And that's what the railing looks like. There we go. That's what the railing looks like. And that's what the railing looks like. So yeah, it's probably going to be places where you'd probably provide your own railings anyway, just because they're more detailed. They look nicer. But yeah, I could see, after some time to digest this, get it in your brain, you're going to find that you can really, really start to build some cool, awesome things with all these new pieces. Stairs! We've got stairs! Finally! Finally! I can do that spiral staircase that was so impossible. I don't think it's possible that this could be overshadowed by the Anniversary DLC. I don't think the Anniversary DLC is going to be anywhere near as substantial as this. I don't think it will be. The whole, like, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be giving away the water park and stuff. If they do water park stuff for free. If the Anniversary update is a paid for DLC, yes, then I could see a lot of pieces. But I can't see it being. I can't see it taking away to this. I just can't. It's this is pretty awesome in itself. It's not going to overshadow the existing parts. It's going to make what we already have more powerful. And I think that's going to be the case with the Anniversary update too. It's going to make what we have here a lot more powerful. And we're going to be able to build better and better stuff. I'm sorry I didn't build anything today. I'm already like crazily, this is already 2.5 hours into this stream, and I've just covered what comes with it. That's it, and I may have missed a few things. So yeah, I don't know, and yeah, just can't imagine. My brain is like, the tools I have right now are so overwhelming, and now I got more tools. It's awesome. But you know what? I am going to leave this here today. I still haven't decided whether or not tomorrow I'm just going to come in and we're going to continue off here. Yeah, I know how everybody wants everything for free, and they think somehow this stuff all magically comes out of nowhere. But I do think that people should be more than willing to pay for something that's this substantial. $15.99 for this, considering I paid $75 for the whole game when it first came out. I think that this is awesome. It's doubled. Well, it hasn't quite doubled, but it feels like it's doubled the possibility. It's actually, to tell you the truth, it's probably more than doubled the possibilities. It's just, yeah, what do I do next? What do I do next? And all I can think of now is so, when this is done, now this, we have, hey Sean, so we have, what, 3 more weeks, 4 more weeks in this build that we've got going on here. If it ever loads, if it ever loads. I'm supposed to finish loading when I say that. So yeah, we have 3 or 4 weeks of build to go on here. I think I'm jumping right back into it tomorrow. I really think I am, and I think we're going to start to get this whole thing here done on the back of this. I'd love to just jump in and start building another park, but I think I really need to finish what I started. I do. So we're gonna jump back into this and continue this, and we'll come back and we'll play with the spooky parts when we come to build the spooky park. So again, just this DLC has completely changed my whole thoughts on the next build. You know, I was thinking, well, of course I am thinking smaller in scope than this. There's no reason for things to get out of hand here. Yeah, oh yeah. The DLC, I develop software for a living. I know, it takes time. These guys have to do a lot more when it comes to artists, animators, and all that stuff than my silly little business software. So, yeah, we're coming back to this. Then we're going to jump into a very spooky... it's going to be a combination of everything I spoke of before. There's going to be a crater. There's going to be a ghost town. There's going to be a haunted house. And that's what we're going to move towards. But right now, we're concentrating on this. For those who missed the stream, I'm sorry. In the last 2.5 hours, we went through all the parts from the Spooky DLC. Go back to the beginning, check it out. The Spookia DLC is unbelievably awesome. Like I said, that's why I'm like, oh, I have to wait to build from this. But I do. I need to finish what I've already started. I can't go running away from this. So, we're going to pick it up next time. And until then, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you'd like to click the button, and don't forget to follow and subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time.